Work is expected to finish in the next month or so on 75 individual pallet shelter structures in Wilmington, and open for residents shortly after, as efforts continue to expand in the fight against homelessness. The 64-square-foot, insulated shelters are seen as an option that could help clear sidewalk encampments and move people into more permanent housing faster. The Wilmington structures are the most recent in several pallet shelters that have gone up throughout Southern California in recent years. They also exist in Riverside, the San Fernando Valley and Redondo Beach. But with Los Angeles's high land and construction costs, along with added regulations to build, the Wilmington ones represent a push in LA this year to explore and use other models that can go up more quickly and with less cost. On that front, Los Angeles County Supervisor Holly Mitchell and LA City Councilman Joe Buscaino on Friday, March 19, held a virtual groundbreaking for a permanent supportive housing complex in Watts to be constructed with about 5 dozen decommissioned shipping containers. That project, on the corner of Compton Avenue and 95th Street, will provide shelter for 2 dozen formerly homeless people. "We all know that homelessness is the issue in the city of Los Angeles," Buscaino said, "and these are the types of projects that we can move quicker and cheaper to house our most vulnerable." Likewise, pallet shelters, which cost about $5,000 each, can also be put together quickly. The city's Bridge Home congregant shelters, meanwhile, cost about $5 million each and took much longer than envisioned. The shelters, with about 100 beds apiece, have also been hampered by the pandemic, which has caused many of them go into quarantine and to reduce their capacity. One advantage of the tiny pallet shelters, supporters say, is that they provide private sleeping quarters. But beyond the privacy factor, the individual spaces, which have working windows, smoke alarms, electrical outlets, locking doors, and heat and air conditioning, offer a more natural transition for people who are on track for more permanent and traditional housing. They also help caseworkers keep track of folks they're assisting. Many residents decorate their units, which have aluminum frames and insulated composite walls, putting out welcome mats or hanging pictures. The units come with fold-down sleeping cots that will be fitted with mattresses and take less than 30 minutes to set up. The pallet shelter model goes back about 5 years, said Brandon Bills, Marketing and Communications Director for Pallet, the Seattle company producing the structures. The insulated structures, which are referred to as cabins or shelters as they're not designed to be permanent housing, are being built on LA Recreation and Parks Department property on L Street, at the perimeter of Los Angeles Harbor College.